My name is Anton Petrov. I'm 101 years old, and this is a violin. I haven't played it in over 80 years. But every year, on this day, I bring it here, to this train station, to this same bench, and I sit, and I wait. I was 21 when the war began, a small village near Kyiv. My mother died young, and my father worked the rail lines. I grew up among smoke and steel, but my heart belonged to music. I saw her at this very platform. Her name was Sophia. She had a blue ribbon in her hair and a worn book of Chopin in her hand. She smiled like someone who had never known war, and somehow she loved me. Every Sunday I played for her. No stage, no audience, just trains coming and going and the sound of my violin singing for her. In 1943, they took her. I begged, I screamed, I offered myself in her place, but they pulled her away. Before she vanished, she turned and whispered, "Wait for me. One day I'll return," on the 6:20 train. After that, I never played again. The war ended. Cities were rebuilt, but my heart was not. Every year since, on this very day, I return to this bench with this violin, and I wait. They told me to move on. They said she was gone. But true love doesn't keep time. It only keeps faith. Last year, a woman sat beside me, elderly, quiet, in her hands a tattered Chopin book. Without a word, she gave me a letter. Inside was a photo. Sophia, older, wrinkled, but alive. She had survived, sent to a labor camp, escaped, but she thought I had forgotten her. The woman said, "She passed away 2 months ago, but before she died, she said, 'There's a man at a train station with a violin and a broken heart. Find him.' So here I am, 101 years old, and tonight, for the first time in 80 years, I will play." Appreciate it.
My name is Victor Leonard. I'm 97 years old, and this is Anna, she's 96. We haven't played together in 79 years. Tonight, you are not just hearing music, you are hearing silence, broken. You are hearing time trying to heal. We met in 1944, a small music school in southern France. I played the violin, she played the piano. We were just kids with aching hearts and too many dreams. She had a laugh that made you forget the war. I had a melody in my head I could never finish until I heard her play. And somehow, just like that, the notes made sense. We wrote a piece together. It wasn't grand, it wasn't complicated. It was gentle, like a whisper from someone you love in the dark. We called it Unspoken because we never said how we felt. We were too young, too scared. And then one night she disappeared. There was no goodbye, no letter, no trace, just empty space where she used to sit. I was told her family fled the country. I searched. God knows I searched for years. But she was gone. I joined the resistance, survived the war, but I never finished the piece. I couldn't, because the other half of it was missing. Decades passed. I married, lost my wife, buried friends, outlived enemies. But Anna, she lived only in the music we never played. Then 3 months ago, my nurse brought me a letter from a music archive in Lyon. A woman named Anna Duval had submitted an old composition. It was called Unspoken. I couldn't breathe. My hands shook so hard I dropped the paper. But I called the number, and when she answered, I knew it was her. We met again, two broken bodies, one shared memory, no words, just a piano and a violin waiting. And tonight, we will play the song we wrote as children, the song we never got to share, the melody that outlived war, time, silence, and sorrow. We're not here to be perfect. Our fingers tremble. Our notes may fall apart, but our hearts remember. And that is enough. Thank you for listening to our last song.